Good morning.
Good morning, Father.
So today's feast of the presentation of the Lord in the temple marks the end of the Christmas story as written by Luke in his gospel. We will hear almost nothing more about Jesus until Jesus is 30 years old, except the story of him being lost in the temple in Jerusalem at the age of 12. Now, those years are often called the hidden life of Jesus, because we do not know much about that period of time in his life. Now, have you ever wondered, why is it that we know basically nothing about Jesus' life as a child and as a young adult? Now, most biblical scholars think that it is the case because Jesus' life was very ordinary, and there was really nothing to write about. Just an ordinary life in Nazareth. Luke sums it up in one sentence: the child grew and became strong, filled with wisdom, and the favor of God was upon him. That's it. So the story of Christmas, as we said, ends with Mary and Joseph bringing baby Jesus to the temple. Luke tells us, when the days were completed for their purification, according to the law of Moses, Mary and Joseph took Jesus up to Jerusalem to present him to the Lord, just as it is written in the law of the Lord. Every male that opens the womb shall be consecrated to the Lord, and to offer the sacrifice of a pair of turtle doves or 2 young pigeons, in accordance with the dictate in the law of the Lord. Now, Luke wants us to know that Mary and Joseph were faithful to the law of God. They observed what the law prescribed faithfully. But now in the temple, we also encounter 2 other people: a righteous and devout man named Simeon, who was a prophet, and a prophetess, Anna. Now, Simeon has been waiting his entire life for the Messiah to come and for the consolation of Israel. He was promised that he would not die before he had seen the Christ. And he trusted in that promise, even though he did not know when it was going to happen. So his entire life, he had waited patiently. And that's what I would like to focus briefly today. Waiting. Waiting is part of certainly Christian life, but also life in general. Yet most of us, including myself, for most of us, waiting is not easy, at least sometimes. We live in the world of instant gratification and instant information, which makes it difficult to wait patiently. You hope for something to change, and the change is not coming soon enough. Be it in your personal life or your personal situation, in the society or the church or the world. And you may feel discouraged. And you ask yourself, how long do I have to wait? It seems that in life, nothing happens soon enough. Often, waiting is seen as inconvenient or a waste of time. Waiting in line at the airport, or being stuck in traffic. But today's gospel begs to differ. I think Simeon invites us to embrace waiting as a necessary part of life. It has been said that God's time is not our time, and that God's ways are not our ways. That is why in spiritual life, waiting and patience are necessary. We can't control everything. And if that is true, waiting can also be seen as something good and positive, as surrender to God's time. Someone once said that life is a puzzle, that life is filled with complexity, ambiguity, and uncertainty. And I think there is much truth to it. Life is like a puzzle. Now, if you have ever tried to put 100-piece puzzle together, you know that it takes time and patience. As you look at the 100 little pieces of the puzzle on the table in front of you, you know that this one is going to take some time, some effort, and certainly patience. But it is amazing that many people enjoy doing puzzles and would spend countless hours figuring out which piece goes where. Simeon is a wonderful example of a person who waited patiently. And in the end, he was not disappointed. Notice that he waited not for anything. He waited for something specific, or someone specific. He waited for the Messiah who will bring consolation to to the people of Israel. And he trusted in that promise. So Simeon and Anna invite you and me on this feast day, today, to ask maybe this simple question. What am I, what are you waiting for today, at this moment, at this point in your life? In your personal life? In your spiritual life? In your professional life? What is it that you are waiting for? What is it that you are hoping for? And whatever that is, both Simeon and Anna invite us to invite God into the waiting.
Don't forget to follow St. Patrick's on Facebook or subscribe on YouTube. And please join us for any of our live stream masses this weekend. Details are below in the description. God bless you.
Like burning incense, O Lord, let my prayer rise up to you. Like burning incense, O Lord, let my prayer rise up to